Before we wrap up, I do want to leave with something a little more inspirational. I know most of y'all have heard of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes.
He's one of my favorite science communicators. A few years ago, he did a very short film called Science in America. This is from 8 years ago. I want to read, I can't read it as good as he does, but I want to read it to you because it's very inspirational and meets the moment that we're in. How did America rise up from a backwoods country to be one of the greatest nations the world has ever known? We pioneered industries, and all this required the greatest innovations in science and technology in the world. And so, science is a fundamental part of the country that we are. But in the 21st century, when it comes to making decisions about science, it seems to me that most people have lost the ability to judge what is true and what is not. What is reliable? What is not reliable? What should you believe? What should you not believe? And when you have people who don't know much about science standing in denial of it and rising to power, it is a recipe for the complete dismantling of our informed democracy. It is not the country that I remember growing up in. Not that we didn't have challenges. We had a hot war in Vietnam. We had a Cold War with the Soviets. We had the Civil Rights Movement. And all this was going on. But I don't remember a time when people were standing around in denial of what science was. One of the great things about science is that it is an entire exercise in finding out what is true. You've got a hypothesis, I can test it and get a result. A rival of mine will double check it because they think I might be wrong. So they perform a better experiment than I did. And they find out, hey, the experiment matches. We're on to something here. And out of this ongoing process emerges a new scientific truth. It does it better than anything else that we have ever come up with as human beings. This is science. It is not to be toyed with. It's not something to say, I choose not to believe E equals MC squared. You don't have that option. When you have an established scientific truth, it is true, whether or not you believe it. And the sooner you understand that, the faster we can get on with the political conversations about how to solve the problems that face us. Once you understand that humans are warming the planet, then you can have that political discussion about what to do. But every minute that one is in denial, you are delaying the political solution that should have been established years ago. As voters, scientific issues will come before us, and it is vital to say we should be scientifically literate so we can think about these issues and act intelligently upon them. Recognize what science is and allow it to be what it can and should be in the service of civilization. And that was from Neil deGrasse Tyson 8 years ago.